we will go right into Zach Fowler and his good hair. Frank says he's jealous of your hair.
I'm jealous of Frank's beard.
No, Frank's jealous he can't wear his hair like that.
Well, what's going on with this graphic? So, Coach, man, exciting week. I'll ask you, how are you going to keep the kids grounded over the next 24 hours?
I don't know. We'll see. You try to talk to them and tell them that the game's going to be won within the white lines and to stay focused on the baseball side. But there's a lot of other stuff going on, and you want them to enjoy it also. So we're going to enjoy the pep rally tonight. We have at our field, and hopefully after that we'll start zoning in, worrying about the game. We got practice here in about 45 minutes, so that time will be spent on the baseball side of it, and then we should be ready to roll after that.
Man, did you foresee so you've been the coach, 5 years?
This is my 5th year.
And like from where, and keep in mind I don't know the records and all that, but just from beginning to where you are right now, did you see this coming?
I don't think you can see it feels like a dream, honestly. The whole ride has been amazing. You have those goals, and I remember 5 years ago I wrote down go to Austin by year 5, and it's crazy to see that we're that close. Still got a lot of work to do this week, but just to kind of day by day put in the work and now look up 5 years later and see where we're at, it's surreal and awesome. I'll say that.
Well, I knew this was a big deal, but like people were saying this is going to be the biggest sporting event to ever take place in Texarkana.
Whoa. I don't know about that. Just Texas High, Arkansas High is always a big
everybody
football
said,
game,
but everybody's like, oh, we're kind of used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got two teams in town playing to see who goes to state. I'm going to have to agree with them. I can't think of anything like there's no situation where Texas High is going to play anybody in town to go to state or Arkansas High. Like this is it. This is a pinnacle.
Yeah, you're right. As far as what's on the line, this has to be the biggest that's ever taken place, and it's exciting to be a part of it. I mean, it's history, and we just got to make sure that we focus on the baseball side because that is what's the most important thing in this whole thing.
So when did the nerves set in for you?
I think Sunday morning.
Already had.
Yeah. I hadn't slept much, man. Coach Fincher came over the house Sunday afternoon. We worked out the series details and all that. He's a good friend of mine. And
you should have locked him in a closet or something. I'll let you out on Friday.
But we worked it all out, and that was a good time. And ever since then, I've been like wired up, ready to go. I can't really sit still very often, so I'm excited, man. I'm ready to go.
So if you guys schedule if it goes to extra innings in Game 3, it's just you and him, home run derby. The coaches wins the series.
How about I pitch to him?
There you go. Yeah, just a one at bat.
Give him a little chin music.
Yeah, I'll pitch to him. We'll see how that goes.
This is so big. Like I'm really, I'm just not a huge baseball fan, but I've learned to like it more. Man, I'm really excited about this series.
It's turned into an event, more than a baseball game, and that's what's cool about it. When you have something that's on the line like this, it is more than just the baseball game.
Yeah, you don't have to be a baseball fan to be interested.
To enjoy the
in this.
atmosphere, and what's going to happen at Texas High is going to be special tomorrow night. So, and everybody wants to be there. So be early, be loud, and let's have a good time.
Yeah, or come by here and swipe one of these game day shirts and tell them you're with us. That's the only way to get in this thing.
I bought 2,000 shirts. I haven't sold a single one of them. So you'd have one on your way out if you want one.
Take them to Texas High. They might sell there.
Yeah, just grab you one. Yeah. You'd have one. At this point, I done took my loss. But how are the kids? Like, what is the excitement level?
They're excited. And, yesterday at practice, we had a really good day of practice. Texas High was nice enough to let both us and PG come over to their place and practice. So we got to kind of get on the field and practice in a different setting, and that's always cool. So they were excited about it, and I think today they'll be a little more amped than they were yesterday. Yesterday's kind of just a normal practice. Today's more day before the game stuff, and you start feeling it and kind of juices start flowing. So I imagine they'll be excited today, and then the pep rally tonight, they'll be excited there, and then hopefully they'll come down a little bit, and we'll get them ready to roll tomorrow.
Is it a safe assumption that Gage is going to be on the mound tomorrow night?
No, because I have everybody ready to go. We've bullpenned this week already. Everybody's fresh. Everybody's cleared to go. So I'm still thinking about what I want to do on the mound. I'm not settled in yet. We've had
Fincher wouldn't tell us either.
I think you know.
Fincher knows what he's going to do, I think, but he's not going to let anybody know, and I don't know what I'm doing yet. Yeah. So
I'm going to go with an opener.
So do you do pregame speeches or anything?
A little bit. It depends on what I'm feeling that day. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Depends on where the kids are at.
Is the audio broadcastable, or do we need to, if we're there for that?
Yeah, you can broadcast it.
Have the beat button ready.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. You're out of practice. It's clean.
Until we turn the cameras off. Yeah, and then
we're gonna have. You gotta be hard on kids. They gotta learn how to get coached. It's gonna be. I won't have to say anything for this one. I mean, it's gonna be simple. Like, just hey guys, just focus on the baseball side of it. Don't let all the 3,000 people, and all that stuff kind of play into it. Just whoever plays best baseball is gonna win the game.
This will likely be the biggest crowd in the city since 2 football seasons ago.
That's
true.
Because of
yeah,
and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
These kids haven't played in front of this crowd ever, but you know what I mean? Haven't had an opportunity to in years.
What's cool about these 2 groups of kids at PG and LE right now, and coaches and everybody, is that nobody's ever done this. Like, nobody can say they've played in this environment, in this game, in this situation, and that's what's cool for these kids and this experience, and I'm just glad y'all are going to be able to be there and cover it and do all this stuff to lead up to it and make it, super important and super cool for the kids to be a part of.
So, how's the seating arrangements work here? Do y'all get half the stadium, they get half, or you just, when you walk in, you just sit where you sit?
I honestly don't know.
Okay.
Me and Coach Fincher kind of are trying to stay between the lines. We're letting Coach Gibson and Coach Davis kind of handle all the administrative side of that. So me and Coach Fincher are more focused on the game, I believe, at this point. And Coach Davis called me yesterday, said, hey, anything you don't know about, send it to me. I'll deal with it. You handle baseball. So we're good.
So Gage Bellotti starting on the mound tomorrow night?
Nope.
No?
It might be Bryce Blackwell, Nate Moore, Parker Goodman, Ron Garza. Could be any of those guys.
Hey, Nate Moore can ball.
Nate Moore is one of the best players in this city, and just probably one of the best I've ever coached.
Really?
So he's he's awesome.
Like Gage is so likable. Gage is really memorable, and not to say Nate's not, but I didn't realize that he was so good.
Oh, he will. You have to watch Nate play more than once, and there's players like that. Like, I remember Jackson Cobb from PG. Like, the first time I saw Jackson play, I was like, man, he's not just special. But the 3rd and 4th time, like, he's so consistent, so good, so competitive. And, Nate Moore is a lot like that. Like, he's just, the more you watch him play, the more you like him, the more you realize how good he is. And you appreciate him.
He's a good kid, too, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. And he just competes hard.
Yeah, so I'd ask Coach Fincher, normally under these circumstances, you'd be facing a team you haven't seen it at all. Maybe you sent a scout out or 2, seen some video. How is the preparation different, knowing that you already know your competitor, right, your competition, and sometimes you've seen them dozens of times because they've been there for a while. So how does that change things for you this deep into the playoffs, not having to go out and scout these kids and just focus on what you do best?
This week's a short week anyway because we had to play on Wednesday because the state tournament next week starts on Wednesday. So either way, we want to set each other up to be successful down there next week. So the Wednesday, that makes for a short week on prep. Usually you have 3 or 4 days to prep for a team, and you can kind of, go over, focus on what their pitchers do and stuff like that. But with this one, it's more like, hey, let's get our reps in, make sure we're sharp, everything's tight, and then let's roll over there and play Wednesday. So
excited for everybody, man. It's gonna be a great thing for the community. Glad we're covering it.
Yeah, I'd like to be there just as a fan if I couldn't, wasn't a part of this. So I've got a chance to watch you guys play a few times, and it's just both teams. There's no. It's just solid at bats. It's just, they keep fighting. There's no giving them away.
It's a lot of blue collar kids on both sides. Like, they work really hard at what they do. Our kids work really hard at what they do, and it's just fun when we get together and compete.
I'll tell you this: I've never heard my dad ever in my entire life talk about baseball, and he's coming up to watch this series. I don't know if that man's ever watched a baseball game that I wasn't playing in as a kid. I mean, he's just like, this is huge, and for him to drive up from Longview just to watch, I mean, it's kind of nuts, really, because he's not even a baseball fan. It's just he knows how big of a deal this is.
Better tell him to get here early. We don't have a game day shirts for him.
Yeah, he's got a game day shirt.
We did get word gates will open at 5.
Okay.
So the gates are going to open at 5, 2 hours before game time on each day. So
man,
that's
this
when you
is
get there.
the biggest event outside of a state championship event I think I've ever been to. I guess would have to be when Carthage came and played at PG in 19. I had never seen anything like that at a high school event. But I think that this has to top that. Like, I'm excited because I'll be there, probably 4 o'clock.
That's the cool thing about baseball is there's no home and visitor side, right? The fans are going to be intermingled and yelling at each other. It's going to be a blast.
Hey,
hopefully nobody's yelling at each other.
Well, they will be. I promise you. There's nothing we can do about that. There's going to be – they get chippy when Gilmer's in town. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, Gilmer. Keep going.
Oh, so wait.
Y'all can't just stop.
Now's the time. If you're going to handle Gilmer right now,
no,
look directly at that camera and do it.
I'm going to do it.
I do know there's only one concession stand, so everybody will have to get together at that point to.
I think Game Day may have their own concession stand for this one.
You'd make some money.
Is that what we're going to do? We're selling sour punches
And your T-shirts.
and root beer and giving away a free T-shirt with it. Anyway, Coach, man, you got anything else for us?
No, we're ready to roll. I'm excited to see y'all
Looking
tomorrow
forward
night
to it,
at Texas High.
All right, we'll do this again Thursday. You can call in or whatever you'd like to do on it. But, man, really, really excited for this series. Best of luck to you.
I appreciate it, Morgan.
All right,
Thank
brother.
y'all.
Did I
Appreciate
hear
it.
you
Thanks.
predict LE in 2? Is that what you said?
No, I didn't say anything. I did not
Well,
say anything.
Fincher said PG in 2.
I don't have
he
a
didn't
picture
say it.
set
Say
up
that
yet. I don't know who's going to win, but I know if, the team that plays the best will win the series.
Yeah.
Y'all are worse than football coaches. Football coach every week. Oh, man, you think you're going to win? Oh, they're favored by 109 points. Oh, man, I don't know. They got this one kid, blah, blah, blah.
PG's got a bunch of kids.
Yeah, well.
and they're good.
These are 2 good baseball teams. It's going to be really, really fun to watch.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Come out, support Texarkana, support these 2 schools. Gates open at 5. I would not recommend showing up at 7. Anyway, Coach, man, we'll let you get out of here. For some reason, I thought we had a commercial.